In the world of women's basketball, rivalries can be fierce, but they also have the potential to evolve into something greater. Right now, all eyes are on the Indiana Fever, where Caitlin Clark and Raven Johnson are teaming up after a tumultuous past. This dynamic duo is set to make waves this season, and fans are eager to see how their relationship will impact both their performance and the team as a whole. Where are you watching from? Leave your thoughts below, because this is a story you won't want to miss. Let's rewind for a moment. Johnson, who once faced intense online bullying following Clark's infamous wave-off during a college NCAA Final Four game, found herself at a crossroads. The former South Carolina Gamecocks star even contemplated stepping away from the game she loves. But now, as teammates, those challenging moments seem like distant memories. Johnson has made it clear that Clark has been instrumental in her transition to the Fever. Their bond is becoming stronger, and Clark has voiced nothing but praise for her new partner on the court. But don't be fooled. While the off-court camaraderie is blossoming, the competitive spirit is alive and well. Just last Saturday, Johnson couldn't resist teasing Clark after besting her in a half-court shooting contest during practice. It was a thrilling moment when Johnson drained 2 consecutive half-court shots, sealing her victory in a showdown that had the team buzzing. The celebration that followed was pure joy, but it also included a cheeky jab at Clark as Johnson flashed those L signs right in her face. The competitive fire in Clark is unmistakable, and you can bet she won't take that loss lightly. Looking ahead, Johnson is expected to play a pivotal role as Clark's backup this upcoming season. With her accolades as the reigning SEC Defensive Player of the Year, Johnson's defensive prowess is poised to elevate the Fever's backcourt significantly. This is precisely the kind of depth Indiana needs to compete effectively in the league, especially with the season opener just around the corner. In their final preseason game, the Fever showed their potential by demolishing the Nigerian women's basketball team, finishing with a solid 2-1 record. This performance is a promising sign, but the real test is yet to come. On May 9th, Indiana will kick off the season at home against Paige Buchers and the Dallas Wings. It's a matchup that promises to be exciting, and with the emerging chemistry between Clark and Johnson, Fever fans have every reason to be optimistic. As we transition into the next segment, the anticipation for the season is palpable. The Fever are on the rise, and all eyes will be on them as they navigate this new chapter. Stay tuned, because there's much more to discuss about this evolving team. Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham's connection is undeniable and crucial for the Indiana Fever. As we delve deeper into the team's dynamics, it's evident that Cunningham's role transcends simple statistics. She embodies the spirit and tenacity that the Fever desperately need. Heading into the season, the Fever made a significant move by securing Cunningham with a 1-year contract valued at $665,000. While this deal underscores her value, it also highlights a troubling lack of long-term commitment to a player who has consistently demonstrated her importance on the court. Clark recognizes this immeasurable quality in Cunningham, stating, "I think the thing I appreciate about Sophie more than anything is she's never intimidated by the moment." This statement resonates deeply, particularly as fans observe how Cunningham brings her A-game when it matters most. In her return from a torn MCL, Cunningham didn't just show up. She exploded onto the scene with 13 points in a decisive 109-91 victory over the New York Liberty. But Clark's praise for her goes beyond the box score. She noted that Cunningham is one of the loudest voices out there during critical moments, a testament to her leadership. This is what the Fever need: players who thrive under pressure and elevate their teammates, especially in high-stakes situations. Cunningham's cool demeanor on the court is well recognized, but Clark's insight into her fierce competitive spirit is what truly sets her apart. When she steps on the floor, she's fierce and is going to do anything to help the team win. This mentality is vital for any team aspiring to compete at a high level. It's not just about what a player can do statistically. It's about their presence, their energy, and their willingness to fight for their teammates. However, despite these attributes, there's an underlying issue regarding Cunningham's contract situation. She expressed her disappointment about being locked into a 1-year deal, feeling that it doesn't reflect the bond she has cultivated with her teammates. "It was never about the money. It was just about the years because I wanted to be with them. God forbid a girl loves her teammates," Cunningham said. This candid remark speaks volumes about her commitment to the Fever and her desire for stability. It's a sentiment that should resonate with fans, who want to see their franchise invest in players who are not only talented but also deeply invested in the team's culture. Cunningham is often referred to as Caitlin Clark's bodyguard or protector, a role she embraces wholeheartedly. This protective nature showcases her loyalty and dedication, qualities that every successful team needs. Yet, the single-year contract leaves lingering questions about the Fever's long-term vision and commitment to building a championship-caliber team around strong, unyielding players like Cunningham. As we analyze the Fever strategy, it's clear that they must address these contract situations to retain the heart and soul of the team. Fans should be vocal about their support for players like Cunningham, who genuinely care for the franchise and the connections they've built. This bond is essential for the Fever, and it's a narrative that needs to be celebrated, not overlooked. As we look ahead, the implications of this contract situation remain significant. Will the Fever make the necessary adjustments to keep a player who embodies the grit and determination they need in their pursuit of success? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Sophie Cunningham is a player that any team would be lucky to have, and her impact on the Fever cannot be overstated. Now, let's shift our focus to the next topic that is sure to stir up even more discussion among fans. In a twist that has Indiana Fever fans on the edge of their seats, rookie Justine Pissott remains sidelined due to a lower leg injury, missing her second consecutive game. Where are you watching from, Fever Nation? Share your thoughts in the comments below as we dive into the implications of this setback. As we wrap up our coverage, Saturday night was a disappointment not just for Pissott, but for the Fever as a whole, who faced off against the Nigerian women's national team without one of their promising young players. Pissott, the 25th overall pick in the 2026 WNBA draft, sat out Thursday's loss to the Dallas Wings and was unable to take the court once again in this crucial preseason finale. Such absences are a concern, especially as the Fever look to build momentum leading into the regular season. Head coach Stephanie White provided an update, confirming that Pissott had consulted with medical professionals this past week. The optimism from the Fever's camp is palpable, with White indicating that Pissott could return to practice in about a week. This is a small silver lining amid the uncertainty, but it highlights the precarious nature of injuries in sports. Pissott's health will be crucial as she aims to secure her spot in the roster, and the Fever's coaching staff is undoubtedly keen on her recovery. It's essential to remember that Pissott made a notable impression during her debut on April 25th, where she contributed 8 points, alongside 4 assists, in just 10 minutes against the New York Liberty. Her performance, coming off the bench, showcased her potential as a valuable asset for the team. Her shooting prowess, particularly from beyond the arc, was a highlight during her time at Vanderbilt, where she averaged nearly 11 points per game with an impressive 42.2% shooting from three-point range. However, the challenge now lies in her ability to bounce back from this injury. While Pissott may not yet be a star, she possesses the skill set that could allow her to carve out a meaningful role in Coach White's rotation. The Fever need her depth and versatility as they prepare for the upcoming season, which kicks off on May 9th against the Wings. Fever fans, while it's easy to feel disheartened by the injury news, it's important to remember that the season is just beginning and there's still much to play for. The team is in a rebuilding phase, and every bit of talent counts as they strive for improvement. The hope is that Pissott will return to form quickly, allowing her to showcase her abilities and contribute to the Fever's quest for success this season. As we close out this segment, let's rally around our team and send our best wishes for a speedy recovery to Justine Pissott. Make sure to subscribe for more updates and analysis on the Fever, and don't forget to drop your opinions on Pissott's impact on the team in the comments. Together, we'll keep the spirit of Indiana Fever alive and strong.